When good friends get together,
Good at the time.
Give me a taste.
Beatboxing? Oh,
Y'all
man.
gotta hear this.
it's like no time has
You gotta
passed.
hear this. You gotta hear this.
Let me see.
Darren Basfield and Dana Smith have been finishing each other's sentences
Nothing was gonna stop
Really
us.
felt like that.
Nothing was gonna stop us.
and rhymes for
Rhymes
decades.
to death. You can't stop me. Not even when I'm calm. You couldn't stop me with a nuclear bomb. You can't stop
Two
me.
of the original Busy Boys, a trio that was formed in high school.
Check It Out was the first song we ever recorded as a group.
The third Busy Boy, only here in spirit and voice.
Written by Tupac Shakur, Dams.
I first met Tupac at Roland Park Middle School, 8th grade.
I met Tupac in 1986 at the Baltimore School for the Arts.
More than 30 years after meeting Tupac Shakur at the elite arts high school, Basfield remembers it like it was yesterday.
I heard y'all rapping. You want to battle? And keep in mind, we outside, and Tupac was very cocky. And at that time, I had a little cockiness too. I said, yeah, who are you?
A rapper, poet, and actor who ultimately became a symbol of thug life in America. But to his friends in Baltimore, Tupac was an educated and cultured artist.
His years in Baltimore, what me and Darren like to call his years of development, focus, and purpose. We believe that his years in Baltimore had everything to do with his rap career.
Tupac moved to Baltimore in 1985. He lived in a small apartment on Greenmount Avenue. With no markers or plaques, no one would know it used to house one of the most infamous rappers of all time.
These windows here are like inside of Tupac's house.
In that apartment is where Basfield first sketched this.
And he was listening to music, he was writing some rhymes. And I asked Tupac, out of the blue, what type of actor do you want to be? Just without pause, Tupac said a Shakespearean actor. Immediate response.
In addition to Shakespeare, he loved Van Gogh and Bach.
I hate to say it, but Tupac didn't have a lot of money. So a lot of times when he didn't have lunch money, Tupac would go into the library or he'd go into the theater room and just read books. He read every book in the School for the Arts.
His years at the Baltimore School for the Arts played a major role in Tupac's development as an artist.
He's amongst a talented group of kids who all recognize him to be, most of them that I knew, exceptional and very something special about Tupac.
Special from the start. Like I said, I've never met anyone in my life like Tupac.
Even as a 17-year-old busboy in Baltimore, everyone knew he was destined for something greater.
This guy was beyond that whole mentality of a quote-unquote gangster. You know, he wasn't that.
And for the first time, we're hearing his first recording.
Was our boy, but now you can't even get across the dance floor. We collaborated. That's Pop.
More than 20 years after his still unsolved murder,
Tupac was a person
two friends reminisce
that saw good in other people.
about a man many think they
He
knew,
was, like Miles said, he was a funny guy. Tupac would friend you.
but a man they really
He
knew,
friended some people that I wouldn't have friended.
whose life and art ended too
A
soon.
lot of times, and who's to say that may have been his downfall.
But the Busy Boys remember Tupac in life.
I didn't want people to go off on Tupac just being a thug. Even though Tupac painted that picture. But that's not who Tupac was.
Painting a new picture. In addition to his canvas, Basfield's written a biography and has a movie in the works.
He said, if I don't change the world, I will spark the brain that will change the world.
A duo with a single purpose, to help their friend move from a cultural icon to an artistic one.
Wow, great story, Joy.
Yeah, it was pretty